truth about the Sussexes is unfolding rapidly. Meghan now finds herself in an inescapable controversy after MI6 issued a public statement regarding Lilith's true identity. With growing pressure and global demands for answers, she has no option but to come clean. Join us as we reveal startling secrets about the birth of Prince Harry's daughter. Life before royalty. Meghan Markle was born on August 4, 1981, at West Park Hospital in Canoga Park, Los Angeles, California. She comes from a mixed-race background. Her father, Thomas Markle Sr., is Caucasian, while her mother, Doria Ragland, is African American. Her father worked in the television industry as a lighting director and director of photography, while her mother was a makeup artist. When Meghan was 2 years old, her parents separated, and their divorce was finalized 4 years later. Her early years, both of her parents remained involved in her upbringing. During her childhood, both of Meghan's parents played a role in raising her. However, when she turned 9, she began living primarily with her father, while her mother focused on her career. Her father worked on popular television productions, and Meghan often visited the set as a child, giving her an early glimpse into the entertainment industry. Over time, her relationship with her father and her paternal half-siblings, Samantha Markle and Thomas Markle Jr., became strained, and she eventually grew distant from them. Meghan spent her childhood in View Park, Windsor Hills, Los Angeles, and attended Hollywood Little Red Schoolhouse. At the age of 11, she and her classmates wrote to Procter & Gamble, advocating for a gender-neutral change in a dishwashing soap commercial. Raised as a Christian, there are differing accounts about whether her upbringing was Catholic or Protestant. She later attended Immaculate Heart High School, an all-girls Catholic school in Los Angeles, where she participated in school plays and musical performances. Her father contributed to these productions by assisting with lighting. As a teenager, Meghan took on various jobs to gain experience and independence. As a teenager, Meghan worked various jobs, including at a frozen yogurt shop, babysitting, and waitressing. She also dedicated time to volunteering at a soup kitchen in Skid Row, Los Angeles, showcasing an early interest in social causes. In 1999, she was accepted to Northwestern University in Evanston, Illinois, where she became a member of the Kappa Kappa Gamma sorority. She also participated in the Glass Slipper Project, a charitable initiative, alongside her sorority sisters. During her university years, her uncle, Michael Markle, helped her secure an internship as a junior press officer at the American Embassy in Buenos Aires. At one point, Meghan considered a career in politics. However, she did not achieve a high enough score on the Foreign Service Officer test, which limited her opportunities within the U.S. State Department. She returned to Northwestern and also spent time studying abroad in Madrid. In 2003, she successfully completed her education, earning a bachelor's degree with a double major in Theater and International Studies from Northwestern's School of Communication. Meghan's personal life included a relationship with American film producer Trevor Engelson, which began in 2004. After several years together, they married on August 16, 2011, in Ocho Rios, Jamaica. However, their marriage ended in July 2013, and they were granted a no-fault divorce in February 2014, citing irreconcilable differences. Following her divorce, Meghan entered a new relationship with Canadian celebrity chef and restaurateur Corey Vitiello. Their relationship lasted for nearly 2 years before ending in May 2016. Soon after, fate seemed to take a turn in her favor, leading her to royalty. In mid-2016, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry began dating. The two initially connected through Instagram, though they later revealed that a mutual friend had arranged a blind date for them in July of that year. Their romance quickly became a subject of public fascination, and as soon as the media discovered their relationship, interest in Meghan skyrocketed. However, with increased attention came intense scrutiny, And just 8 days after their relationship became public, Prince Harry took action to address the media frenzy. Something unexpected happened. Deeply concerned about how his girlfriend was being portrayed, Prince Harry directed his communications secretary to release a statement condemning the offensive and misleading narratives circulating in mainstream media and online forums. The constant media intrusion led Meghan Markle's representatives to formally file a complaint with a British media regulator regarding the aggressive tactics used by journalists. Despite the mounting pressure, the couple took a significant step forward in September 2017 when they made their first public appearance together at the Invictus Games in Toronto, a sporting event founded by Harry to support wounded veterans. Their presence at the event signaled to the world that their relationship was serious. The anticipation surrounding their romance culminated in an official engagement announcement on November 27, 2017. The news was shared by Prince Harry's father, Charles, who was still the Prince of Wales at the time. Excitement filled the air as media outlets enthusiastically covered the announcement, with many expressing joy over the couple's future together. Meghan Markle's engagement to Prince Harry was widely appreciated as a historic moment, particularly because she was a biracial woman joining the British royal family. This was seen as a significant and progressive shift, especially among Commonwealth nations, where diversity was widely celebrated. Soon after, Meghan announced that she would be stepping away from acting to focus on her new royal duties. She also expressed her intention to become a British citizen. As preparations for the wedding began, she took an important step in aligning herself with the religious traditions of the royal family. On March 6, 2018, she was baptized and confirmed into the Church of England by the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby. The intimate ceremony, held at the Chapel Royal in St. James's Palace, was conducted using water from the River Jordan, adding a deeply symbolic touch to the occasion. A few months later, on May 19, 2018, Meghan and Harry exchanged vows in a grand ceremony at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle. The world watched as she walked down the aisle wearing an elegant gown, marking the beginning of her new chapter as a member of the royal family. Meghan later revealed that 3 days before their official wedding, she and Harry had privately exchanged vows in their garden with the Archbishop of Canterbury present. However, this intimate moment was not legally recognized as a wedding, and instead served as a deeply personal prelude to their public ceremony. After their marriage, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex initially settled into life at Nottingham Cottage, a cozy residence within the grounds of Kensington Palace. In May 2018, reports surfaced that they had secured a 2-year lease on Westfield Large, a home located within the Great Two Estate in the Cotswolds. However, their plans to establish a peaceful retreat there were disrupted when paparazzi managed to obtain and publish photographs of the property's interior, leading the couple to abandon the lease. Seeking a more secure and private residence, they considered moving into Apartment 1 at Kensington Palace, a sprawling 21-room residence. However, they ultimately chose Frogmore Cottage, located within the home park of Windsor Castle. On May 6, 2019, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex welcomed their first child, a son named Archie, on May 6, 2019. The joy of parenthood marked a new chapter for the couple. But challenges soon followed. While their early days as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were filled with optimism, transitioning into their new roles came with immense difficulties. The intense scrutiny of royal life weighed heavily on them, and the constant public attention became overwhelming. For Harry, boxing became an effective way to channel his frustration, providing a physical outlet to manage stress. However, despite this, he continued to struggle with panic attacks and severe anxiety. Soon, Harry and Meghan faced a crucial decision: their royal exit. In a move that quickly became global news, the couple decided to step back from their official royal duties. Buckingham Palace later released an official statement confirming their choice. This decision led them to seek a fresh start abroad. After spending time in both Canada and the United States, they purchased a home in Montecito, California, in June 2020. Their new residence was located on the former Riven Rock Estate, a serene and private setting that allowed them to build a life away from the relentless media attention they had faced in the United Kingdom. Their departure from the British royal family in early 2020 was not a simple decision, but rather the result of multiple factors, including personal ambitions, cultural challenges, and institutional constraints. They sought a different path, one that provided them with more freedom to shape their future on their own terms. Independence was a key factor in their choice. After their wedding in 2018, Harry and Meghan became central figures within the royal family. However, they soon found the expectations and restrictions of royal life overwhelming. Every aspect of their lives was dictated by protocol, leaving them with little freedom to pursue causes they truly cared about without limitations. They wanted to break free from these constraints and establish their own identity outside of the royal system. For Harry, who had spent his entire life following the rules of the monarchy, the desire for autonomy became increasingly important. Meghan, who had built a successful career as an actress before joining the royal family, was used to a different kind of independence and found it difficult to adjust to the rigid expectations placed upon her. Together, they wanted to explore opportunities that aligned with their values without being confined by royal obligations. The role of the media in their lives was another major factor in their decision to step back. Ever since their relationship became public, they had been subjected to intense scrutiny. British tabloids followed their every move, and coverage often included misleading information or harsh criticism. Meghan, in particular, faced a level of hostility that many considered excessive. The negative press often included personal attacks and racial undertones, making their situation even more challenging. The pressure to maintain a flawless public image while dealing with relentless media intrusion became emotionally exhausting for both of them. Harry, having experienced firsthand the devastating impact of constant media attention. Harry, who had experienced relentless media scrutiny since childhood, was deeply affected by the way his wife was treated. He was vocal about the discrimination Meghan faced, calling out the unfairness of the situation. The couple felt they could not continue living under such stress and decided to step away from the spotlight to protect their well-being. Their relationships with other members of the royal family also became increasingly strained. Harry and his older brother, Prince William, had once shared a close bond, but tensions grew over time. Differences in their views about their roles within the monarchy led to disagreements, and the distance between them became more apparent. Harry also felt a growing sense of disconnect from his father, King Charles III, particularly due to his marriage to Camilla. Another major factor in their departure was their vision for the future. They wanted to build a different kind of life for themselves and their son, Archie, one that prioritized privacy, personal fulfillment, and a strong family bond. Staying within the royal system meant that offered them more freedom and fulfillment. Remaining within the royal system would have meant continuing to live under constant surveillance, with limited control over their personal choices. By stepping away, they sought a fresh start. Their move to California allowed them to pursue opportunities that aligned with their passions. Meghan resumed work in the entertainment industry, while Harry focused on initiatives related to mental health and veterans' welfare. They also expanded their philanthropic efforts, launching projects that supported various social causes. Their decision to leave the royal family was not made lightly, but it was a necessary step toward building the life they envisioned. Harry and Meghan understood that walking away from royal duties would come with challenges, including public criticism and strained family relationships. However, their priority was their own happiness and well-being. They wanted to create a stable, nurturing environment for their family, one free from the intense scrutiny they had endured. Their story became one of transformation as they navigated life beyond the royal institution, working toward a future. At the New York Times Deal Book Summit on December 4, 2024, Prince Harry discussed various topics, including media influence, misinformation, and digital safety. The conversation also touched upon his personal life, particularly the public's interest in his marriage to Meghan Markle. Addressing rumors about their relationship, Prince Harry dismissed speculation about a potential divorce, emphasizing his commitment to his family. He expressed gratitude for their life in the United States, noting that it offers opportunities for his children that wouldn't be possible in the UK. He believes this aligns with the life his mother, Princess Diana, envisioned for him. Prince Harry also highlighted the challenges posed by media scrutiny and misinformation, sharing that therapy has helped him cope with past traumas. He now focuses on being the best husband and father he can be. In a recent development, Meghan Markle relaunched her lifestyle brand, As Ever, with the help of their daughter, Princess Lilibet. The announcement featured a photo of Meghan and Lilibet walking hand-in-hand by the ocean, symbolizing their commitment to family and personal fulfillment. Overall, the couple continues to navigate life beyond the royal institution, focusing on their family's well-being and pursuing endeavors that reflect their values. Harry acknowledged that while public attention can help bring awareness to his philanthropic work, it also subjects his private life to intense scrutiny. He referenced recent media coverage of Meghan attending a solo event in Beverly Hills while he was making a separate appearance in New York. He noted how people often analyze such moments, questioning why the couple sometimes engages in activities separately rather than always being seen together. Rather than reacting with frustration, Harry chose to lighten the mood with humor. He jokingly remarked that the reason he and Meghan were apart that evening was simply because he had been invited to the summit. His comment drew laughter from the audience, helping to ease the tension. Sorkin, still curious, asked whether Harry ever found the constant public interest beneficial, given how he and Meghan are always in the media spotlight. Harry immediately rejected the idea, firmly stating that the level of attention they receive is far from a good thing. He spoke about the widespread misinformation surrounding his life, often to an absurd degree. Harry addressed the constant speculation about their living situation, making a light-hearted joke about the numerous false reports claiming that he and Meghan had moved multiple times, or even separated. He admitted that keeping track of the endless rumors was exhausting. Turning his attention to those who spread these false stories, particularly online trolls, Harry took an unexpectedly empathetic approach. Instead of expressing frustration, he said he actually felt sorry for them. He pointed out how these individuals create false narratives and then feel disappointed when reality does not align with their expectations. With a knowing smile, he even predicted that his words from that very interview would likely be taken out of context, sparking fresh speculation. Shifting the focus, Harry spoke about what truly matters to him: his family. He emphasized his deep ethnicity, commitment to being a supportive husband and a devoted father. His priority, he said, is raising his 2 young children with Meghan, while continuing their philanthropic work through the Archewell Foundation. Harry specifically mentioned the Parents Network initiative, which provides support for families in need. Discussing life in Montecito, California, he painted a picture of the peaceful and nurturing environment he strives to create for his children. He acknowledged the challenges of raising a family under intense public scrutiny, but stressed his determination to give Archie and Lilibet as normal a childhood as possible. He emphasized the importance of shielding them from unnecessary media intrusion while being a present and involved father. Reflecting on his decision to settle in the United States, Harry admitted that his journey had taken an unexpected turn, but he expressed deep gratitude for where he is now. He spoke about how much he values the time he gets to spend with his children, recognizing that if he had remained in the United Kingdom, his life might have been very different. He also acknowledged the powerful role that media and technology play in shaping public perception and stressed the need for accountability. One of the most emotional moments of the discussion came when Harry spoke about his late mother, Princess Diana. He expressed his belief that she would have supported the choices he has made and encouraged him to prioritize happiness, family, and personal well-being. He made it clear that his focus remains on what truly matters: his family, his charitable efforts, and the future he is working hard to build. His words reflected a deep sense of purpose. Throughout the conversation, Harry remained composed, never allowing the weight of public scrutiny to overshadow his message. He did not dwell on negativity or resentment. Harry's words left no room for doubt. His family and their well-being come first. His commitment to raising his children in a supportive and loving environment is paramount. His work with Meghan through their foundation continues to reflect their shared mission to create positive change. The discussion ended on a reflective note, with Harry acknowledging that no matter what he says or does, people will continue to speculate about his life. His first appearance shortly after. However, when Lilibet Diana was born, the circumstances were noticeably different. Unlike Archie's birth, there was no immediate official photograph, and details surrounding the event remained scarce. Whispers of doubt have lingered over the years, but now a report allegedly from MI6 claims to have uncovered evidence that could change everything. If these findings are accurate, the world may have been misled on an unimaginable level. Prince Harry's recent appearance at the summit provided insight into a man who has faced relentless scrutiny, yet remains steadfast in his convictions. He made it clear that speculation no longer defines him. His focus is on what he can control and the impact he hopes to make. However, this latest revelation threatens to shake everything he has built. While royal births are typically marked by transparency, Lilith Diana's arrival was shrouded in secrecy. Unlike previous royal babies, there was no hospital photo opportunity, no official statement from Buckingham Palace, just a simple announcement from the Archewell Foundation. This break from royal tradition immediately sparked curiosity. In contrast to past royal births, where the palace confirmed details and the proud parents presented their newborn to the world, Lilith's birth lacked such openness. The British monarchy has long upheld traditions, and the public has always been included in the joyous occasion of welcoming a new royal baby. However, the secrecy surrounding Lilith's arrival led to speculation. As time went on, more inconsistencies surfaced. One of the most puzzling aspects was the delay in obtaining her birth certificate. Royal birth records are usually readily available. Prince William's children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, all had their birth certificates released without issue. Yet, Lilith's document remained elusive for months. When it finally did appear, When Lilith's birth certificate finally surfaced, it contained an unexpected detail. Meghan Markle had listed her full legal name, Rachel Meghan Markle, but had omitted her royal title, Duchess of Sussex. This was a stark contrast to Archie's birth certificate, where she had included her title. The sudden change left many puzzled. Some speculated that Meghan was intentionally distancing herself from the royal family, while others believed it, hinted at something being hidden. Then an even bigger mystery emerged. Where was Lilibet? Despite being the daughter of one of the most famous couples in the world, she remained out of sight. Unlike other royal babies who made public appearances, Lilibet was noticeably absent. No official photos showed her interacting with members of the royal family. Even Queen Elizabeth, her great-grandmother, and the woman she was reportedly named after, never released a photo with her. The Queen had been photographed with all her great-grandchildren, including Archie, making it highly unusual that there was no picture of her with Lilibet. This absence only fueled further speculation. This absence did not go unnoticed. If the Queen had met Lilibet, there would undoubtedly be evidence of it. If she had not, it begged the question, why? Now, the story has taken an even more dramatic turn, with implications that could be far-reaching. Intelligence sources have reportedly claimed that MI6 began investigating Lilibet's identity after receiving multiple tips from royal insiders. These anonymous sources suggested that the child's existence might not be what it appeared to be. If Lilibet was not biologically related to Meghan or Harry, it could explain the extraordinary secrecy surrounding her birth. Some intelligence sources have even put forward a more unsettling possibility. Analysts who examined the limited photos of Lilibet released to the public noticed irregularities. Experts in digital forensics pointed out inconsistencies in lighting, facial structure, and depth perception, suggesting that AI or deepfake technology may have been used to create or alter images of the child. If true, this would mean that the public had been shown computer-generated images rather than real photographs. The implications of such a deception would be staggering. It would suggest that one of the most closely watched couples in the world had successfully orchestrated an elaborate hoax, keeping the truth hidden from millions. But if MI6 truly possesses this evidence, who else might have known? Did Queen Elizabeth uncover the truth before her passing? The late monarch never publicly acknowledged meeting Lilibet in person, despite Meghan and Harry's claims. Meghan and Harry have claimed that the Queen saw their daughter through video calls, but the palace never confirmed this. Some royal insiders believe that the Queen herself may have had doubts. Now, with King Charles leading the monarchy, the royal family is reportedly working to address these shocking allegations. If the MI6 report is genuine, the consequences could be immense. The monarchy, already under scrutiny following Harry and Meghan's public criticisms, could face one of its biggest modern scandals if it turns out that an entire narrative was fabricated. For now, Buckingham Palace remains silent. If any of these claims hold truth, this could be one of the most extraordinary deceptions in royal history. Until then, the truth remains elusive, buried in whispers, speculation, and a mystery that refuses to be unraveled. One undeniable fact is that the secrecy surrounding this child is unlike anything seen before. Whether this is an effort to shield her from public scrutiny, or perhaps there is a deeper truth being concealed. The lack of transparency only fuels more questions, and the longer the silence continues, the more people demand answers. If Lilibet exists, why is she hidden? If she doesn't, what does that mean for everything the public has been told? The MI6 investigation, as reports of the MI6 investigation began to surface, Buckingham Palace chose to remain silent. But this lack of response only intensified public speculation, making the mystery even more intriguing. Many questioned why there was no official statement, or even a recent video of Lilibet with her family, to dispel the rumors. The absence of any reassurance led to even wilder theories. Public reaction was swift and intense. Social media platforms were flooded with debates, accusations, and demands for the truth. Royal supporters were outraged, believing that the controversy was damaging the monarchy's reputation. Meanwhile, Sussex fans argued that MI6 was unfairly targeting Harry and Meghan. Conspiracy theorists quickly seized the moment, pointing out, as scrutiny intensified, conspiracy theorists pointed out inconsistencies in previous images and videos of Lilibet. With growing public pressure, even mainstream journalists began questioning how the situation was being handled. Some viewed it as a poorly managed public relations crisis, while others suspected that something far more troubling was being concealed. Just as discussions reached a breaking point, a shocking revelation emerged, one that changed everything. An insider with direct knowledge of the situation claimed that a private DNA test had allegedly been conducted in secret. The reported results were unexpected. If true, this would mean that Lilibet was not biologically related to both Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. This revelation only added fuel to the already intense speculation about surrogacy and possible deception. The theory that Meghan had not carried Lilibet herself gained traction once again. Some even suggested that a completely different child had been presented as Lilibet in staged photographs. If this were the case, it could explain the extreme secrecy surrounding her birth, the missing hospital records, and her Lilibet's limited public appearances only deepened the mystery. The question of who had ordered the DNA test became a major point of debate. Some believed that King Charles III sought definitive answers, while others suspected MI6, arguing that the agency had been driving the investigation from the start. Meanwhile, royalist media dismissed the claims entirely, branding them as baseless conspiracy theories. In contrast, U.S.-based media outlets connected to Meghan and Harry, particularly those within Oprah's circle and streaming giants like Netflix, chose to steer clear of the controversy altogether. Their reluctance to engage suggested an effort to protect the Sussex's reputation. Meanwhile, independent journalists and royal insiders continued to analyze the Lilibet story, determined to uncover the truth. This divide in media coverage only deepened the mystery. Some questioned whether the press was intentionally avoiding the story to prevent an international scandal. Others speculated that the entire situation was an elaborate hoax aimed at discrediting Harry and Meghan. The looming question remained. If MI6 had undeniable proof, would they ever release it? Or would it be buried to avoid global chaos? If the findings were confirmed, the scandal would be catastrophic. Harry and Meghan's credibility would be shattered. Every allegation they had previously made against the royal family would be re-examined. Their lucrative deals with Netflix, Spotify, and major publishers could collapse overnight. The reputation they had carefully built through interviews, books, and media projects would be in ruins. The royal family, too, would face significant fallout if it were proven that Lilibet had been falsely presented as a biological royal. King Charles III would have no choice but to take action. The possibility of stripping her of her title would likely be considered. How the monarchy responded would determine whether Harry and Meghan remained connected to the royal institution or were permanently distanced. Legal ramifications could also follow. If birth records had been falsified, both the United States and United Kingdom governments might launch investigations. Accusations of immigration or citizenship fraud could emerge if Lilibet's identity had been misrepresented. Harry and Meghan might even face lawsuits, adding another layer of complexity to an already volatile situation. For now, Harry and Meghan have not directly addressed the controversy. Instead, their team appears to be subtly redirecting public attention. Stories about their upcoming projects and unrelated royal drama have surfaced, possibly as an attempt to distract from the unfolding speculation. Some believe Harry and Meghan are waiting to see if the scandal fades on its own. Others think they are preparing a calculated response, perhaps even suggesting that MI6 fabricated the entire investigation. The ongoing mystery, the shocking allegations and unanswered questions surrounding Lilibet, Diana continue to dominate discussions. With each passing day, speculation grows, and more people demand transparency. The monarchy, the media, and the Sussexes are all engaged in a delicate balancing act, each trying to control the narrative. In the end, the truth will come out. Whether it leads to a massive scandal or simply puts an end to the speculation remains to be seen.